All right, we are live. Greetings, fellow traders. Let me get this tweeted out so everybody can join in here. 1 second. You can join in here. 1 second. All right, awesome. Greetings, fellow traders. Hope everybody had a great trading day today. And here we are for another session where we're going to talk about IPOs and the different strategies for IPOs. And today we're going to focus on DraftKings, a recent IPO. Before we get started, though, everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. All right, so first we're going to take a look and see where we left off in the market today, and then we're going to take a look at the futures, then we're going to go over the topic, and then we'll take questions and chart requests. So let's get started here. See where we are today. So SPX, what a day today. So they bought the dip today. You can't really see it on the monthly chart, but if you recall, the monthly chart before was basically a doji. It went a little bit red, and then they bought the dip on that one. So to give us a green spinning top so far in the month, about a half a month left still. Weekly chart, okay, so pretty important stuff. Today is the first day of the week, so I mean it's a pretty big weekly candle, right? 114 points. They really bought the dip on this one today. Got it back over the 30 weekly moving average just to hold that key line of composure, right? Daily chart, let's take a look. So where are we? Okay, so interesting stuff, right? So remember this breakdown right here? That was a low volume day. Started working its way down. Fed day right here. We got followed through the downside. And then Friday was pretty iffy too, right? It looked like it was going to break down those levels. We got a little bit of a momentum move through there, and then they bought the dip on that one again. And then they put the futures down on Sunday night, and it was looking a little bit rough. And in fact, this morning we gapped down pretty significantly, right? Here's the close from Friday. We gapped down pretty far here. It was like 60 points down or so this morning. And I was like, oh boy, are we, starting another fresh move down? Is it wave two? I mean, it was all this morning. It was all about sentiment on the second wave of the coronavirus and how much that would really affect the economy. And the market's just like, well, it really didn't affect it the first time, all right? So let's just go back up, right? That's the idea. But I mean, certainly there are a lot of effects on it. A lot of businesses are affected, and it's been, pretty rough. So we'll see. And there's also news of Beijing having a new breakout and things like that. So we'll see how that goes. But so far so good on the indexes. The S&P looking pretty strong right here today as it closed over the 200-day and the 21-day. But it's amazing how much these can move in one day, right? So let's take a look here at the price action intraday. Okay, so obviously bullish, right? So this was it, right? We gapped down pretty far, and it was looking pretty scary at the open, and then we got this nice lower shadow this morning. Then we got a nice candle over the 15-warp high, little breakout move right there. A little bit of a pullback. We caught a little move here in the group today on SPY on this move, right? And then we got a little bit of a bull flag back to the 80 MA, then up again, and then a 3-bar pull back to the 80 MA, and then a big launch as the Fed came in and said they're going to be, adding more liquidity and loans and bond buying and all that stuff. So gave a nice move there, and then a little bit of a pullback, and then a bounce at the end of the day. All right, so here's the levels that we provide to our members before each market open. You can see how nicely these get tested here today. Just a nice gap up right here, and we faded the gap not only here, right? Not only the open gap, but also the closing gap right here too. So that was a big move here. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And futures are up, so for a potential higher high into the open tomorrow. So we'll see what they do here tonight. So let's take a look and see what the futures are looking like. So far so good. We're still seeing higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows going into the evening. So one of the things we could do is, wow, I mean, we could probably put a channel on this, but I'll just go ahead and put a trend line on it. So let's do that here. So we get this. Here's your highs. Lowest area here without intersecting another one. So we've got a nice move up right here. Let's just see how these hold. We've got a little bit of a minor trend box right here. If they do decide to push it down, there's a lot of areas of potential support below where this may hold throughout the evening. So let's keep an eye on that and see where they decide to open us up in the morning. And then we'll see if there's any chart patterns or anything like that as we go into the open and we do our morning market prep tomorrow morning on YouTube. So good stuff. So that's where we are here. So let's talk about the topic again. So today we're going to be talking about IPOs and different IPO strategies. Yesterday, of course, we talked about our favorite, the 15 orb. Today we're going to just kind of take a different look here and kind of focus on DraftKings, a recent IPO as well. So let's get that pulled up here. Let's get DraftKings pulled up. So DKNG. So this actually had a pretty good day today, right, along with the rest of the market, right? But this is particularly strong today. Let's go to the 15-minute chart so you can kind of see its price action here. Nice inside 15 up here today for a great pop up, and then it got to the 80 MA, kind of chopped around, gave a pop into the close. Nice strong close today, good volume, and it seems to be holding up okay after hours. Had a little bit of a down move and kind of trying to plow its way back up again. Got back over the 80 MA after hours. So we'll see how that goes into the morning tomorrow. But let's take a look at it on the daily chart and see what's going on with it. So DraftKings is essentially an online fantasy playing thing. So in other words, it's online gambling, right? So that's the idea with this one. But it's been on the market for a little bit here. But let's take a look at it and look at a few important things. So one of the things that we look at when we're looking at IPOs is the first day, right? So the highs and the lows of the first day, right? These make for very interesting levels. And even here, right, the second day was okay too, but the second day, right, we gapped up and it faded, right, and then by then finally we got some option activity on it. But one of the levels that we like to use here is the high of the IPOs, okay, so and the lows, right, so we look at those as well. A lot of times IPOs are not shortable on the first day, and sometimes it takes a couple days for there to be enough issues for it to be shortable. But if we look at these levels right here, you can see how important they are even after this first day. How important this level is for a breakout. I'm going to remove this one right here. So you can see this level right here started to get really interesting in terms of a swing opportunity, and also good for a day trade opportunity. So let's kind of zoom back here to May 4th, and we'll take a look at that. Let's see. So that was about 90. Let's just go about a month and a half ago. Let's just go back 90 and go May 4th. Should be the first one in here. So May 4th, we finally, here's the highs, right? Here's the okay. So here's the prior highs right here. From the prior day, so right in this area right here, so pretty close to that, right? And then May 4th, this day right here, May the 4th be with you, right? We got a nice move. So these levels are important for day trading intraday, right? So not only do we have our 15-hour breakout right here, but look at this candle, right? Nice, beautiful candle right here. It would have been nice to have seen a little increased volume on it. But let's go to, if you go to the 5-minute chart, chances are there's probably a little bit of a rising move in there. And then it got a nice pop to the upside. So these are good momentum levels, right? You can even see, even if you took the first one up and kind of got caught in there a little bit, you still have your 15-hour high as potential support level. Held that, and then it broke, gave a nice pop to the upside on this one. And then for a swing, as long as it holds those levels, right, it comes back and retests that, it got another nice move to the upside the next day. It had a pause day, and then a really, really nice day on this day, right? And it started to get very interesting, right? And then it continued to push to the upside. So let's bring this back in right here, okay? Here, and you can see the follow through that it got here on the daily chart. So here, that was that first day, a little bit of pause day, a nice move, and a really nice move up this day. It got compressed again, and then it just held the 80 MA the whole way up, right? So it gave a nice move here, nice bull flag, breakout for a huge move on DraftKings, and then now we're seeing a massive bull flag on DraftKings, and today would be, I would say, be considered a nice bull flag breakout candle. Huge candle today, held its 21-day and gave a lot of volume today on a really, really strong candle. So let's see if this gets a push up into tomorrow to get even higher. But anyways, for the IPOs, definitely check out the highs and lows of those to look for some potential momentum moves through there and potential swing opportunities, especially if the stock is strong and getting some good news. So good stuff. So that's DraftKings, and there's an IPO strategy for you guys. I hope you guys found that helpful. At this point, if anybody has any questions or chart requests, please feel free to plug those in the chat window, and we'll get through as many as we can and try to wrap up as early as possible so we can all get a good night's sleep and have another awesome trading day tomorrow. So good stuff. Let me check real quick. I didn't see anything in from Shirley. Let's see if she sent any in here. I'm just going to double check the email. I always miss when Shirley sends in a couple days, but I'm sure she had a great day today too. It was a very bullish buy the dip type day. So good stuff. But we got one in here from Twitter from Streamin. So we've got BMY. So let's take a look at that one on the daily chart. So BMY. So I typically don't trade biotech type stuff, pharmacy, type pharma names, because they can be really tricky. But I mean, it's okay. It's looking all right here. We got a nice lower shadow with some good volume as it held the daily cloud. Right, if we take a look here, right, we've got a potential channel that it's working on here to the downside. So let's kind of see. Let's see if this is the bottom of the channel, and then works its way up into the cloud. It's below the 200-day, it's below the 50, the 8's crossed over the 21. So generally, it's pretty bearish. So just be careful here. Below 54, may see another move to the downside. Right, we've got some closing gaps below right here around that 52.80 level. Right, we got another one down here. right? So a couple key levels that it could test. But let's see if it continues to hold the cloud, and then see if it tries to work its way up, maybe to the top of this this geometric line right here. 200-day moving average being the first potential big level that it could work on. So great stuff. Thanks for sending that one in. What else? So we've got The Nest. What's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Hope you are well. Let's take a look at Piton. Yeah, so Piton's looking pretty good. Would have liked to have closed a little bit stronger, right? It had a nice push intraday today, kind of pulled back off of its highs today, but it hit 51. I like how it closed over the recent highs on Piton. So again, this is kind of one of those names that were strong during Corona, just like Zoom, right? And so both of these had really good momentum moves at the open. We tried to take Zoom at the open today, but the spreads were just too crazy. But Piton was a great one to look at right at the open. Gave a nice push there. Let's take a look at Zoom real quick. You can see that gave a really nice move at the open too, because today's the whole theme of this morning was second wave, right? So you kind of go back to those stocks that were really strong during the Corona period, right? The Corona stocks, right? So good stuff. So there's Piton. So let's just see if it can continue to push up right here. It looks like it's drifting up a little bit, after hours. So see if we can get some more strength into that one tomorrow. Wayfair, had a big move today too. Not as nice as Piton, so this one did not close above the prior all-time highs, but it did have a nice intraday move here this morning, and then kind of chopped around at the end of the day. So see if I can give another push up and get over those levels. SPR. Yeah, so I just had a comment on this one a little bit earlier. It's doing okay, but honestly, we're still in this range right here. This reminds me a lot of Tilray. Right, let's just take a look at Tilray real quick. Right, remember Tilray kind of gave those breakout moves right here, but it really just couldn't get above with any strength out of this range and kind of came back down. So SPR is kind of reminding me of that a little bit. Like, I mean, you can look for candlestick patterns in here, for potential trades to the upside. But honestly, I don't really get interested in this, until we can get out of this major range right here, just like on the Tilray. Good. And then J&J. Down 90 cents today. It was this is one. It was on the short radar today. I was, if the market was really weak today, I was thinking maybe it could get under the 200-day, but it's basically holding this channel right now, this potential bull flag. But it did bounce off the 200-day today. A little bit of a spinning top. Nothing really too compelling about it. It did start to give some nice moves this morning. A nice shortable bounce back to the ADMA, back to the 15 or below, and that was about it. It gave its traditional J&J choppiness, and then it gave a spike with the rest of the market during that. What time was that? That was about 2 o'clock, between 2 and 2:15. Pretty much everything got a spike on that one. So let's see how that holds. See if we can continue to hold those lows in the 200-day on that one. And then DKNG, the stock of the day. So great close today, bull flag breakout. Let's see if that can, and great volume. Let's see if that gets some nice follow through to the upside on that one. Try to tag those recent highs. And then CRWD. Decent, right? So it's technically not a bullish engulfing candle because it's not a downtrend, right? It's not a bullish engulfing is a reversal strategy, but it is the real body did engulf the prior real body, so that is bullish, and we got some good volume to the upside, and we got over the ADMA on that one. So let's see if we can get some more follow through here. It is pretty tight range. Let's see if we can get over 100 and try to work its way back up to those recent highs. And then FMCI. Yeah, big push today on that one, so big upper shadow though, so just watch out for that one. Twilio. Good upgrade today, decent move, inside day up. It had a nice move at the end. This thing can get really spready. It was a little bit tough at the open. We looked at it. It did eventually pull back. It didn't really move with the rest of everything, but it did break out here at the end of the day and gave a nice move. So a little bit of a tricky mover right there, but still holding. It held pretty strong there at the end of the day. So see if they can give another push up on there too after its upgrade today. And then work, inside day. Keep an eye on this one, right? This one was had the famous inverse head and shoulders pattern here, which ultimately worked its way up a little bit there, and now it might be working on a regular head and shoulders. So just kind of see how that holds, or it might find support here at the cloud once it tries to break down and then work its way back up again. So a little bit of a tricky area right now, but one to watch for sure. And then you got Chegg. Let's take a look at Chegg. Chegg. Decent move today, right? I know you've been stalking this one for a while. I like how it held the geometric lines yesterday, so it gave a nice move up. Decent volume. Let's see if we can get back over 60 for a move to at least test that geometric line. And what else? Etsy. Good candle today. Nice move. Decent close right here. It's got a couple levels above to deal with, so let's see if we can get above that geometric line, but I like how it got to it. And LVGO. A lot of folks like this name. Inside day up, decent volume today, so let's see if we get some more follow through to the upside. As it's building pretty decently right there. And ABT. That's right, ABT. ABT, yeah, the famous low volume breakout candle right here, right? The fake out candle. Pulled back into the cloud, so it's still trying to work its way out of the cloud right here. Still 8's below the 21, which is below the 50. So it's kind of sandwiched between there and the 200-day. But it hung in there today. It did okay. It did okay there. Good stuff. Thanks, Dennis. Mike, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a look at Amazon. Amazonius, inside day today. But let's see if the trend line pops up here. Yep, but it held trend. So that's good. And it actually had a bullish day. I mean, for kind of like this inside day today, the range was 76 points, and Amazon gave a really strong move today, besides, other than being an inside day. Right? We had a great triangle breakout here. Right? Let me get the trend lines back up on here. We had a great triangle breakout here intraday. Okay, nice triangle move right here. Good candle right here, increasing volume, and then it's just really launched its way up here very, very nicely today before the rest of the market did. So Amazon is pretty impressive despite the inside day. So definitely keep an eye to see if that breaks to the upside tomorrow. Boeing, inside day yesterday, but it really recovered well from the lows. Right, so it came back, tested the low of the inside day and rejected it. Whenever we see that, right, we expect it to at least get through 50% of the range, and then it got to the top of the range and it held its upward trend line there throughout the day. A couple nice breakouts intraday with good volume here, inside candle up, right, and then it got into its open gap here today as it basically took out the inside day high. So nice stuff on Boeing today, and Zoom with the Corona move today, closed at all-time highs, strong candle, strong volume. It's always tricky to go long at all-time highs, like here, right, because it came back again. So be a little careful with Zoom, right? It was kind of a Corona play, but it did get some nice follow-through today, right? So it came up today, got tight, and gave a little bit of a Zoom's a tough one to trade intraday, right? Morning, okay, you can catch some nice momentum moves, but even then this morning the spreads were blah, right? And then it did work itself up, and it's up after hours. So let's see if that can continue to hold into tomorrow. So good stuff there. Thanks, Mike. Hope you have a great one. Kim, what's going on? Bubblicious. Thanks. Yeah, hope you had a good day too. Should we be concerned that we got a huge bullish candle on low volume? Also, can we take a look at FSLI, Piton, SQ, and FMCI? Yeah, so, I mean, that's kind of the things right there. I mean, we're really in the, we're still in the trend box, right? So that's kind of one of the big things that we look at right here. Yeah, so we had a nice candle today. Yeah, we should be concerned. We're not out of the woods yet. We still haven't taken out the volume of these down candles right here, but we did reclaim pretty decently. I'm not saying this is a shortable candle, but I'm just saying we're not out of the water, right? Because we're still in the trend box right now. We need to work our way up. We're still below the island reversal top right here. So we've got some work to do, but we're back over the trend line, so that's at least a step in the right direction, all right? And then FSLY. Yeah, huge candle on this one today. Nice breakout move on this one. Very, very strong. Piton. Again, we just looked at that one there. Hit all-time highs. Would like to see it try to push above those upper shadows. And then FMCI. Forum Merger Corporation. Okay, interesting on this one. Yeah, big upper shadow on this. I think we looked at it a little bit earlier too. What's going on with this one? Is it got like some news on it? It's to merge with Itella International to form Tattooed Chef. Okay, so this is sort of what we were talking about yesterday with the reverse merger of Nicola, and so it looks like it's going to try to do the same thing. So yeah, so definitely something to keep an eye on right here. And let's see when they extension day, proof extension day from June 10th to September 30th. So somewhere it's going to do it. So it's active. It's something to keep an eye on. It's definitely getting hot. So it could be interesting as well. Very, very good. Kim was and then AMD. Yeah, so AMD is kind of interesting, right? So it's holding trend. Right, let's see if the trend line pops up on this one here for us. Otherwise, we'll draw it. There we go. So we'll do a fresh one here. There it is. Okay, so here's our trend line here. So we're holding trend. The only thing that concerns me about AMD, I do like the general bullishness of it all. Is look what it could be doing here. It could be doing a sideways head and shoulders. These are actually, I prefer these more than a standard one. Right. So if this comes back here and it breaks down out of the trend line somewhere around this range right here, we might see an eventual breakdown of AMD. But right now it is still holding trend. Okay, so inside day here, decent strong day. So let's see if we break up there and continue to work its way up. We got an open gap right here. Another strong push could put it to all-time highs. So definitely gonna be looking on that. And then FMCI we did already. Oh, it's all good. ZEK, what's happening? Hope you're well. Let's take a look. So we've got IQ. So IQ, Yeah, big move today. This is such a tough one to trade, guys. It really is. But it's funny. We drew a lot of these trend lines the other day, right? And it gave you the breakout candle right here, and it gave that push to the 200. I think we just talked about this. So we drew a bunch of different, geometric lines. We're like, okay, if we break out of all these, right, we can start to get bullish. Good volume, good stuff. Upper shadow at the 200 day. So now let's see if we can get back over there. But it gave the momentum move intraday today. Right, so this was strong. JD was strong today. Inside 15 here at the 15 rep high for a nice move up. It just has been really tricky. We've been seeing a lot of low volume on it on options. It's just not as fun as it was way back when. But yeah, nice candle today. See if we can get over the 200 day. Oxy, decent recovery off the 21 day. So still kind of hanging in there. ON. I'd call that a bullish engulfing candle because, even though it wasn't a huge downtrend, it was a recent downtrend, and that's great volume. The real body engulfed the entire prior candle on that one. So let's see if that can get a move to the upside. I like that well enough that we can put it on the radar for tomorrow. So let me make a list for tomorrow. Give me 1 second, guys. Tomorrow is Tuesday already. Okay, so we got this, and let's put ON on there. Yeah, nice. Good. Great stuff. Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on that one and see where it goes tomorrow. WRTC. Yeah, decent move to the upside here today off of Friday's great candle, right? So that was a really nice move off that. Friday was essentially a breakout candle over these levels, and you got a nice push to the upside. Watch out for your upper shadow right here. But today was a good bet. Yeah, wrap technology. This is a really cool bowler wrap. It's a really cool product. So this is definitely one to keep an eye on there. Kim, is Powell going to tank the market again? He might, or maybe he could, retrace his steps and maybe say something a little bit more bullish. So we'll see how that goes this week. Then OPES. Oops. Yeah, decent hammer right there off of a couple consolidated days on that one. So see how that one. Which one is this one gonna? This is the common thing these days. So this one's gonna merge with what? With BurgerFi. Okay, so that could be an interesting one. Fastest growing better burger concepts. Okay, cool. So that could be a fun one, little burger company right there. Let's see what that turns into. So definitely keep an eye on the price action on that one. But yeah, these things get hot before they do that. And then GPAC. Okay, another one. Gordon Point Acquisition. Oh, you gotta love these things. Oh yeah, what a cool company, right? I'm just gonna make a company that's public and then eventually merge with somebody and make billions. That's pretty smart. And this is gonna merge with HOF Village. So let's see how that one goes. HOF. So this seems like another DraftKings type thing, fantasy football leagues, stuff like that. So yeah, so definitely an interesting one. Inside day today, see how that goes. So good stuff. Michael, what's going on? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. And Kit, what's going on? Doing well. I hope you're doing great. Yeah, let's take a look at Oxy. We just took a glance at that one. It's in the cloud. It did a good move from the lows. In fact, it was good, right? Oil made a sharp reversal today. A lot of the oil names gave a sharp reversal. They were down pretty significantly, right? With the gap, they've been going down a little bit, and then you get a nice inside 15 up for a good move up on Oxy today. So good stuff there. Let's see if we get some follow to the upside. You got a nice gap above on that one, so we could put that on the bullish radar into tomorrow as well. See if we get some nice oil follow through on that. We got OPEC meeting this week, right? So that's going to affect oil. So just see how that goes going into that. MDB. Yeah, bullish engulfing candle on that one as well. So let's see if MDB can push over the 8 and the 21 day. ZI. Okay, yeah, Zoom Info. This is a good one right here. We're going to be talking about this one this week as well. But spinning top right now. So let's see how that holds. It's over the 8 day on ZI. Work. Inside day so far, and again, same thing. Let's kind of track it and see if it ends up doing that head and shoulders pattern, or if it ends up bouncing off the cloud on that. Or if it decides to give us some other action on it. But right now it's just kind of blah. And then gush. So oil, yeah, a little bit of a pop there today, but really tricky one here. To trade, but definitely something to keep an eye on that one. We can take a look at the oil futures and see how they're looking here. So a little bit of a spinning top going into tomorrow. So good stuff. Yeah, thank you, Ankit. Latrell, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're doing great. Brian, what's happening? What up? Hope you're well. Ankit, hello. J-Moss, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Let's take a look at Apple. Sure. Absolutely. Always good to look at Apple. Apple a day. So it ended up holding its upper trend line day. It gapped down and gave a whoops reversal, right? We've talked about it before, where you gap down below the lows, and it's like whoops, and then just kind of reclaim that range today. So a nice move on Apple today. Beyonds. Nice real body engulfing candle today. It did give a good push. It's still playing the guitar strings on the way up right here, but it's now contending with that original inside day. But it gave a good move, right? Inside 15, pull back to the ADMA, worked its way back up, yeah, and kind of drifting up nicely after hours. So strong move on Beyond today for sure. CFG. Yeah, bullish engulfing candle on this one as well, coming out of the cloud, looking pretty good. Yeah, I know you mentioned this yesterday, so great job on that. SLG. Sandwiched here between the 8 and the 21, so just a little bit of watch out on that one. And then the VXX. Yeah, another pullback off. They tried to push up again today, and then just bounced off that cloud. That red cloud is making nice resistance there for the VIX. So good stuff. DA, what's going on? Hey, yeah, my pleasure. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. John J, yeah, Tesla. So wow, yeah, a big engulfing candle on this one today as well. Held its upward trend line, engulfed, outside day, real body engulfed the prior real body. Looking good here. Let's even get back over 1,000. So nice stuff. And we're back. Yeah, DA, exactly. Hilarious. I love it. It is what it is, right? So, Jay, hello. What's going on? Thanks for tuning in. DA, yeah, so let's take a look. You got IWM on the radar. IWM was particularly strong today. Also gave a whoops reversal, right? Reclaimed the majority of the range here and just found a little bit of resistance at the 8 day. So let's see if we can get above that one. MGM pretty decent today. This popped on the radar a little bit. Intraday, we looked at it at the open. Let's take a look here and see what it ended up doing. It kind of fell off the radar. Yeah, it gave a nice move at the open inside 50 and kind of held the ADMA up all day too. So a lot of strong days today. Good. NCLH. Yeah, a lot of these had a big gap down today. Another whoops reversal up again today off of the 21 day. T. Wow, interesting, right? So it ended up closing pretty much flat, right? So it came back up on the day. We're definitely tracking this one. I like this one on the weekly chart, bearish engulfing weak. So again, if it decides to get weak, this is definitely one to. If the market decides to get, this is definitely one to keep a look at here. But it did get back in the cloud, so let's just see if it breaks down below those cloud levels. Otherwise, it might slowly try to climb its way up as it reclaimed the 50-day today. CGC. Nice inside day up today, so off of the cloud, so it's looking pretty good. It tried to take it up, but it failed to take it down. Right, gap below it and reclaim most of the range. See if there's some follow to the upside. Still under the 8 and the 21 day. GE. Under the 8 and 21 day here is kind of chopping around there, kind of a big spinning top. XLRE. Nice engulfing candle over at inside day. So, yep, so let's see if how real estate does going forward. The home builders were pretty strong this morning. XLU. Okay, yeah, utilities, decent bounce off the cloud right there. So let's see if we can kind of push up and get those moving average pointing to the upside again. And then SPCB. Yeah, nice hammer there off of the 8 day. So cool. Yeah, nice move on Supercom there. Just be careful with this one. It's kind of a low volume trader. Michael, what's going on? Good to see you. SDGR. Yeah, huge candle today. Again, Schrodinger, this is another, IPO type one right here. So you can see how important those first days are, right? Once we finally got above those, we got a nice move up. Now it could be bull flagging right here. So it's, gave a little upper shadow off of that. So it's because of that upper shadow, it kind of extends this geometric line right here. But let's see, if we get a nice push above it. Good candle today. And CLDR. Yeah, big push on this one today. Great move, right? So it had a big move right here. A little bit of a pullback. Pennant, and gave a nice breakout today on this one. Very nice. Good. Bagish, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. WW. Yep, I believe it had some news after hours, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look here. Yeah, it had some. What was the news after hours? Update on strong momentum, digital trends. So subscribers totaled, so it's up, right? So I guess you can order food from them. This used to be Weight Watchers, right? And then they changed the name to WW. So maybe you can order food from home, and with Corona and all that stuff, maybe it's getting a move. Let's put it on the orb list for tomorrow. So looking good. Thanks for mentioning that one. Yeah, so let's see if they get some upside. We got 28 right there. If we can get it, it's at 28-ish, 28.90. Yeah, we could see a gap and go on this one if it stays above this 28.07 level, right? If it works its way up there, it could try to fill a gap up here. Let's see if that can get strong. It's been in a tight range for a while. So let's see if that can get going. Zuo. Yep, strong candle today. Nice close over the 200-day. That's looking pretty good right here. Let's see if that can get a push to the upside as well. So nice find on that one. I like it. And then Nikola. So Nikola is pretty interesting, right? So I guess the CEO on CNBC tonight, right? So that was definitely some hype on it. Now we just have to see it get some follow through into the open. So I mean, one of the things it did like a filing after hours. So it did an offering, but then it ended up going on. CNBC after that and ended up rallying up after that. So it's like, what perfect time is. So do an offering before the CNBC meeting, and then after CNBC, it goes up. It's like, haha, sneaky. So let's see if it gets any strength going into tomorrow and see if we get some follow through to the upside on Nikola. And then see where we end up after that. So, but pretty decent right here. I like how it held the 8-day. And let's just see, what kind of follow through it gets tomorrow. Trader, what's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, let's take a look at Tesla. Great candle today. I want to see if we can push back through over 1,000. Facebook, if the market was weak today, Facebook was definitely one we were going to keep an eye on right here, but it never broke down that inside day. So it ended up holding the 21-day and then kind of worked its way above that. So let's see if we can get some follow through. It's low volume, but let's see if we can get any push on that one. Microsoft, Mr. Softy. So let's see how that one does. It got back above the 21-day. A little bit of upper shadow right there, but it's just kind of hanging in there. It's in the chop zone. But it had a pretty strong day today, just like everything else. AMD too, big inside day today, and it's holding trend. So let's see if that can continue. DKNG basically ongoing. Yeah, exactly. Same like Robinhood. Exactly. Exactly. Shop. X Country Cup, great one on this one. So right when I stopped like kind of analyzing this one on Twitter, the only reason is because it's just so expensive. Right, but it had a beautiful triangle, right, going into today, and a huge breakout of that triangle here with a gap and increased volume. So let's see if this thing can really push tomorrow. That was a big move today. They got a big deal with Walmart today, had an upgrade from Morgan Stanley this morning. Let's see if some more upgrades come in tomorrow. It looks really super duper strong going in tomorrow. Yeah, Jay, I know. Yeah, Shirley not in today, but I hope she's well, and maybe she's tuning in or watch the recording, and we'll know that we're thinking about her and caring about her. So I'm sure she had a great day today. It was some nice bullish stuff going on. Latrell, yeah, let's take a look at SPY. Yeah, so SPY, the big thing right here is it got back above its upward trend line. It got over the 2-day, over the 21-day. Now the next step is to get back over the 21-day and then try to work on this, filling this gap on this island top, because that's a bearish reversal pattern right there, which we obviously ended up seeing. So cool stuff on that one. DA for Shirley, you're going to look at a couple of those. So Amazon inside day with a great move today. CETX. Hammer there off of the 8-day. SWB, I don't think these are stocks that she would look at, but big inside day as this one continues to to kind of work its way up of this rising channel here. AbbVie, a little bit of an upper shadow there off the ADMA, and then FireEye. Good candle. Could use a little more volume, but I like how it kind of pushed up to the 8 days. Let's see if we continue to push. Hey, what's going on? SQ. Yeah, SQ has actually had some nice setups intraday today. Turned out to be a great candle. Would like to have seen a little bit more volume on it. Bounced off the 21-day. And just look at that. Look at that setup today. Look at that. Triple inside 15. Sideways action to the ADMA, and then a launch off of that with the rest of my really beautiful move on Square today. You gotta love it. And then Docu. Yep, Docu kind of hung in there today. So again, this thing's been really strong for a while. Had a nice move intraday. And then all-time highs with good volume, looking good. See if that gets more follow through to the upside. Good. Perfect. Good. SMDC4S President accounted for. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you are well. Jeff, what's going on? Good evening, Beyond. Let's take a look. Yeah, Beyond had a nice day today. Just a nice day today. Took out that inside today and pretty strong with some increased volume today. Looking pretty good. And then Roku, lower shadow today, below the what was going on here? I had one of these charts here, had it below the downward trend line right here. It's a little bit tougher if you use the bar charts. Yeah, I got back below the downward trend line here today with the lower shadow. So kind of in an iffy area. We'll keep an eye on it. Maybe we'll put that one on the short side just because it's its trend has been down. But it did have an epic bounce intraday today. So let's see if that that type of momentum holds it to the upside there. Okay, good stuff. Jay, MFA. Yeah, your favorite. So coming up on earnings, let's see how that earnings run goes. And then APPS. Yeah, strong candle, engulfing candle here today. I like it. Rising ADMA too. Very, very strong day today. UAVS. Really, really choppy range right there, unless it's doing something. Unless it's doing something funky after hours. Yeah, just kind of a penny stop type thing on that one. AOBC. American Outdoor Brands. Yeah, not much going on that one here, unless it's like doing some sort of cross merger or something like that. IYH. Yeah, decent bounce. They gapped down, but they definitely reclaimed the range there off of the 200 day. So good stuff on that one. Thierry, what's going on? Good evening. Yeah, let's take a look at Neo. How's old Neo doing? Ah, yeah, Neo. Look at that thing. Amazing. Huge candle today again. So I mean, I guess with all the hype that's going on with Nikola and Tesla, it's like, oh, maybe I can get a little bit of movement on it, right? So it gave a nice push up here. Look at that. So let's keep an eye on it, see if it pushes back over $7. Neo, so funny. I love it. Great candle today. Let's take a look at the intraday price action real quick. Yeah, double inside 15 right there. Have a nice day. Neo. Wow. It can trade though. It's a fun one with options because it's so cheap. Let's see if it wants to be cheap anymore. It's not $2 anymore. Nvidia, X-Country Kev, yeah, inside day today, it held its upward trend line. So stayed above that. So let's see if that can, continue to work its way up to the upside. So Meet, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Walmart. Yeah, careful with Walmart here. Did a little thing with Shop here to improve their online experience, but it's hanging onto that cloud, but it's still below that 200 day. So just be careful with Walmart there. We're gonna actually put it on the bearish radar in case it breaks down below those lows. It could try to work its way a little bit lower. Nice find on that one. BHC. Decent engulfing candle there. So let's see if it can continue to work its way up. Get out of the cloud on that one. QRVO. Holding the 21 day below the 8, but doing okay there. NVS. Lots of pharma type names, right? These are ones I typically don't trade, especially the ADRs. But just let's see if we can get back above the cloud and back above the 200 day. Nice stuff. DA, what's the deal with all the Chinese stocks going nuts these past few days? Why they're going up, I don't know. There's still increased tension possibility with China. A lot of headlines are talking about like the U.S.-China divorce and stuff like that, and you've got like the Beijing outbreak, but they just didn't seem to care. They just went ahead and went up anyway. So I know, pretty crazy stuff. Mr. Fishstone, SWBI. Yep, still working its way up that channel there, looking strong inside day. See if that breaks out to the upside and gives a new high. And then, WW can be a little bit messed up. It used to actually be really nice to trade. But it's been choppy for so long, and then the corona and the volatility and all that, it just probably hasn't been traded as much anymore. But really what it's doing right here is that it's triangulating, right? And then we're gapping up tomorrow. So if we get a nice candle tomorrow, we'll see if that can push to the upside and try to get over a couple of these levels. Maybe it can come up and test the 200 day if it wants to be strong. DA, so you've been watching Roku forever. It is resilient. Crash in the morning, then a rebound, exactly. So, but want to keep an eye on. Tracy, good evening. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. RTX. Raytheon Tech, yep, bullish engulfing candle today, bounce off the 50, push through the 21, and then closed above the 8. So let's even get above the cloud on that one, looking pretty good. Yeah, my pleasure. Hope you're doing great. Thomas Nicola. Yeah, they issue most new shares for exercise in the warrant of NK Law. Nice. Thanks, Thomas. Yeah, so it seemed to be recovering okay, and plus you had the CEO talking tonight, so that was a good move on that one. Brian, yeah, so the yellow candles are inside candles, right? So these are this means that this candle is inside this candle, this bigger candle right here, and this candle is inside this candle, right? That candle is in that candle. What do they mean? They basically just means areas of price and decision. A lot of times we see a breakout of those levels, we get direction one way or the other, right? They can be good momentum candles to the upside if you're getting a nice trend up, and you get a pause candle right here, up, inside day up, inside day, then a huge move up, right? So we just like to take note of them. They're just kind of a significant price action candle that we like to keep an eye on. Good stuff. Yeah, Neo's been awesome, Jay. Very, very cool stuff. Thank you. Abstract, what's going on? Diz. Yeah, Diz with a decent candle today. Nice engulfing candle over the inside day. So it's still below those other moving averages, but a gap above, so see if we can get strong on that one. Yeah, what's going on? Jay Maritoni, what's happening? Amazon, yeah, inside day today, let's see if we continue to work its way up. It's kind of working on it, maybe like a really tight, flag right here. It did hold trend. It held its macro trend line today, and it had really a great day today, right? So it gave you a nice triangle with a huge breakout move on that one for Amazon, for Amazonius here. So let's see if we get some follow through the upside, right? Back over 2,600. It might give it a little bit more momentum. So definitely be keeping an eye on it. DAM, my pleasure. Thanks for tuning in. Fausto, how is he so happy? Because trading is fun. And talking to people about trading is fun. That's what we do. We love it. So good stuff, guys. Well, I really appreciate everybody for tuning in this evening. Thank you again, everybody, for your support. If you're new here, definitely click subscribe on YouTube and hit the notification button so you see when we go live. We do videos throughout the day, throughout the market day, to talk about like what's happening, what's moving, and we do a prep in the morning too to see what looks interesting going into the day, and a little bit of news and stuff like that. And then you've got the we look at the futures and see what they're setting up for us as well. And whether you're new here or not, please hit the like button. We always appreciate that. And if you're joining us from YouTube, click the links. Check out the links in the description so you can see our Twitter handle too. You can see a lot of our links in there. So good stuff, guys. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. I hope everybody has a great evening. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Stay healthy out there, and remember your risk first and stay